Hey folks, Dr. Papa here. We are looking at just a small little portion of the new update that just came out. Specifically in update 12, we've got a bunch of new equipable items. Each of the new equipable items gives different stat boosts. We can equip both a neck item and a belt item. And then that's in addition to a mount, a pet, and doesn't include the thresh blades. All of those can continue to be in there. We've got some other stuff regarding PvP arena, etc. I'll let other content creators focus on that. I'm going to focus a little bit on the items and tell you how I'm going to go about collecting all of the new items, because when all is said and done, we need to be as lucky as possible to get as many of the new items as possible. So there's a couple of things that I'm going to do. One of those is in the pets. If you have an Arachnella pet or you have a Avalanche pet, that gives you luck. And several of the new items that are out also give you luck. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop over to the Citadel, and I'm going to do my Avalanche pet, which I have been putting off for a little bit. And then we're going to go get two items that will also enhance luck for us. So here we are over at the pet vendor, and I need to purchase two of these in order to craft Mr. Avalanche Pet. And I need to go under my gear thing and switch out the cat for Avalanche. All right, and now Avalanche is cruising around with me. He gives me additional luck. So we're going to look under stats. There is a new area for stats now that show you all of your various bonuses that you've got currently in effect. And right now, my luck is currently at 220%. So we're going to go over to the Forge. And in the Forge, there are several new... I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. In the Forge, there are several new items. So you'll notice the Forest Pendant, the Toolbox, Diamond Pendant, Copper Pendant, etc. Bag of Coins. There's the Sunshine Jars, etc. I'm not going to go over all of them. The Bag of Coins is what has my interest at the moment. One, because I have all the coins that I need to put it on. And two, because it gives me an additional 20% luck. So we're going to grab that and we're going to craft that. Then I'm going to go into my equip bar here. We're going to throw my new coin bag on. We're going to look under my stats again. And now you'll see my luck is now at 240%. Okay, so we're getting close. We've got some other items that we need to do. And in order to get them, I need to pop over to the Arctic, because in the Arctic you need to get a crystal from the Pequins, and that crystal that you get from the Pequins will allow you to craft the Arctic amulet, and the Arctic amulet also gives you a bunch of luck that will stack with the other luck items that you have currently in place. So let me get out my glider so I can get across the chasm here. Whee! And never being one to not want to get a contract while we're at it, we're going to get a contract for 500 Pequins, and we're headed up to the Pequin area. Oh, looks like we've got a whole crew of people up here doing Pequins at the moment. Maybe we can set it up so that each person has their own Pequin zone, so to speak. Alrighty then, so what I'm looking for that will show up in this empty slot here is a new crystal, and that crystal will allow me to craft the Arctic Amulet. Through the magic of editing, I'm not going to have you sit here through all of the Pequins that I need to get the crystal. I'll just jump forward to once I've received that and be able to put on my new Arctic Amulet. Alrighty then, as you can see, I got my frozen crystal here. The frozen crystal gives me minus 90% speed. That's going to slow me down quite a bit. But it does give me plus 30% luck. The downside is, if we go under the gear thing here, the downside is that the frozen crystal has to go in place of the bag of coins. It's a waste item. So while I could swap that, I'm only gaining 10% luck for losing 90% of my movement speed. Not something I'm willing to do. However, this is also the component that I need for the Arctic Amulet. So I'm going to come down here to the new Arctic Amulet, and you can see I still get that additional 10% luck, but I also get an additional Mystic chance and some bonus XP. Not that I need XP because I'm maxed out on everything at the moment, but that's my decision-making process. I'm going to craft this Arctic Amulet and put that on in my gear slot for necklace. And let's just look around here so you can, let me get off my steed so you can see me a little bit better. Got my amulet on, got avalanche behind me, got my coin bag on, and this gives me a grand total of an additional 50%. The reason I'm at 200% at the moment is because Ashlane, as part of her normal update, has given us the 100% boost that's going on. That's what's kicking me up to 250%. But all the time, I now have a total of 50% bonus luck running, regardless of whatever additional potion I might add. I can add up to a potion level 3, which would give me 100% for doing openings and so forth. But I'm pretty well stacked on a nice amount of luck for getting the rest of the items that have come out into this update. I look forward to seeing you in game. This is Dr. Papa, and see you in Skyreacher. Have a great night.